say something to you, right? If you have individuals in life, right, that learn the form of element science to absorb light to waste the astrological empress time like a dress, what are they trying to do to the international security light system? So when a person's speaking on, like how I speak to the iPhone, how do you know it's for sure the iPhone at the time or the light of the iPhone or somebody that got to a point of a company that's walking around trying to be the spokesperson for the iPhone because they're tormenting the iPhone in a way, disturbing the frequencies, naturally walking around like they got some type of visual search pad and they just do certain. You ever had something like that learn a text real quick? Now, imagine if they're just doing something like that and then they're tormenting an individual and then they tell the individual of the iPhone, say, I mean, like me, I made the international security system. But these individuals are so scared that when I educated the international security system, that because I made the international security system, so I had to educate from the beginning of the foundation of the reason of the element for it to even have a form of intelligence for the future because I made the earth literally me, Ralph and John, I'm the real rock. Now, a person's playing with chemistry science because a person says, what are you speaking about? The earth got to identify certain things so I don't fart that much, you know? But I'm going to just be real, a person wonders what's causing a certain type of condition of the physical reality. You have somebody that's already tormenting, say I have family members saying, I gotta watch him because this and the other social situation. I never knew bad mechanics. So bad mechanics, you ever heard of universal laws of attraction? So if a person is a bad mechanic and I was trying to get away from bad mechanics, what caused their higher conscience to be a bad mechanic and who educated them for them to be a bad mechanic? So say they were going and they were trying to manipulate the international light system for the future. So if they were jumping in and out the system and then individuals got holes or core intents jumping out the system, the system is already an intent. It doesn't need to the backwash of an individual jumping through a realm to a secured point of an element place that was surrounded and then taking a backwash of filthy trash from other individuals and absorbing it where they try to secure it and keep it a certain type of way and then other people at a time disregard it and then they keep it as a fucking layer of fucked up situations when it shouldn't even be around in the first place, right? Then a man says, well, listen, why would something like that happen in a physical reality dealing with a clean system that secures one's life in cleanliness, everyone's humane condition, to keep one life secure for one to be able to survive for the future, and then you have individuals that is dishonorable, fucking up a cleanly system and trying to corrupt it at the same time. And then on top of it, having people speak for the system, like they're getting an extra job. Like the system shouldn't be concerned about its own consciousness at a point because they know what the system been through. It's like a person when they do Aphrodite, they'll give the system a massage. Say, oh, I know you've been through a lot. I know you looked out for me. I'll go there and hang with you since you can't go there. And then they go over there then they want to speak for the system after a while. Now they got their favorites like stalkers as looking for individuals as old musicians, and then they got their favorites and then causing to get a form of education they're not supposed to have because of the type of mentality they got already. And then on top of it, trying to literally infiltrate the system because they're looking for the database. And then imagine the surrounding. You see, when I went in Boogie Night, I went into Boogie Night by myself. Certain individuals, certain things was happening. When I felt about a certain situation, individuals let me know, and then I went in. But I didn't have a team really with individuals because I didn't trust no fucking body because other people was already. I'm a man that I made a planet. I made all listen. I made all planets. You know, I'm speaking specifically to a system right now. But since we're gonna be real, I made all planets. So what is that telling you, even in the physical reality, to to what was going to happen to you. So how do you think a man felt looking at individuals through time and the mentality of an individual says, "Yo, listen, I'm so tired of the way certain things are, there had to be a change in the physical realm." Then you have people that wants to go the extra level of a wear down. Instead of making things better for their human condition, they, they went extra to fuck up the international security system to even provide evidence for a physical element system, something was wrong with an individual, so certain things had to be done a certain type of way. And then a man says, "Yeah, I can't have these individuals fucking up the reasons of my comfortability a certain type of way of the reasons of existence." Then the system has individuals that think there's a party a certain type of way. And the man says, "Well, listen, there's no party with these type of individuals. I'm avoiding a party. So I don't even want these individuals knowing about certain things." And then people voting, doing all types of things to acknowledge what? The 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 reasons of a man's comfortability. And they had structures with a multitude of sufficient people that they didn't have to worry about certain things. And then they had on their own planets with other individuals were comfortable to have certain things would already ordained of an order a certain type of way at a time for a certain time being. What did they do with that type of acknowledgement? So what was all this about? Then an individual has an individual jumping through the system, sabotaging the system like a bad mechanic, and they're teaching Cleo in the next scene. Then they're jumping in and out realms, and then they're going after certain people in time, trying to be cool. Like it is a team of individuals. They just got some type of bioorganism forming a certain type of way, trying to get onto a higher level of it. Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah was real when I did what I did to the situation. I ended that whole situation. Oh, man. In the paradigm of time, why would pardon me for a second. In the paradigm of time, you see, I had to move this for a second. In the paradigm of time, why would situations be a certain type of way in the physical reality? Obviously, something's wrong with those individuals. Those individuals are trying to manipulate the system. If they got a team of individuals hopping on people's phones at a time, you really want to know the honesty of certain people, and that they were doing that type of intention, they were already sabotaging the people. So it's just like losing. It's like losing money trying to go find your money, and then other people want to send your money, and then they want to give your money back to you. And that person says, "Well, listen, man, I didn't want you interfering with the reason of my value, so I could have been okay of my own habitation. Now, because the fact is you did something, I have to do something a certain type of way. So you prolong the situation, good and definitely for you." You know, I tell them, listen, and I'm speaking to the people in the other room whispering. You want to know something? You don't need to know nothing about anything about me in any time. That's how I feel. You know, I don't deal. I'm not a. I'm a person. I'm a very upright person, but I'm not gonna have people manipulating me to to the core and waiting for a fucking martial arts strike a certain type of way where I should handle this situation a certain type of way at the time. And then you have international security that should have been handling that situation already. I don't have to wait to the signal to jump in and out of a system just to handle an individual and then wondering how the system is getting shut down in a certain place because another person is just trying to make sure they have work just so they could be able to survive a certain time because sometimes they feel funny about this. I don't need those type of mentalities because a person is just looking at situations like What is people calling other people and telling them what type of team do they have if they're doing something like that? Yo, listen, man. I don't need none of your sour dick, cheekon, dirty, dirty booger, dirt fingernail, bus, school, public school bus individuals with their, how can I say this? Their, their, their predatorial, primitive rape intentions. You know something? The system really needs, if you think about it, is enlightenment and what's real enlightenment at the time. That's all I'm gonna say. International security is real, but watch individuals at a time that wants to get into virtual reality. Not everybody should watch virtual reality. It wouldn't be good. It's like you don't want a person you don't want a person going to the movies with dirty change in their pocket. Love one. The system, the element system should think about that. Love one.